that are in Stormhaven, Cold Harbor, Vernonfell, and Graftwood. So I'm going to go ahead and try and find their locations and go ahead and mine those materials out so that I can get rid of the items that are inside of my inventory, while also, of course, getting lots of really cool crafting writs. At least that's the plan. So what else are we going to do at 4 o'clock in the morning? All right. So let's go ahead and get going. Let's see. So I went ahead and just before we get started, I had tried to go ahead and get the, let's see, all of my, what is it? The chat working on my dashboard for the for Twitch, and it still looks funny. It says now that the broadcast has started, and to press the share button and then select broadcast settings. So I'm not sure what's going on. So let's see what I can figure out. Not sure if this is still broadcast settings, advanced settings, comments to speech. Nope. Okay. So, oh, let's just stop it. That's why. These things are always so funky. Alright. So, I'll just put a test message inside of the chat room and see if that will clear it. Literally saying test message. I know, really original. There we go. People can type in the chat room now. I know, real and original, but there we go. And let's see if I can do one more to get that to clear out. Is blah, 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 fluffy, fluffy. There we go. Sending. Oh, more stuff, so. Come say something. Talk with me in the chat room. Okay. If you are reading this, please follow me. Yeah, see? There we go. Okay, so at least that says something interesting and it's not just a bunch of crazy stuff up there. Okay, so as we were. So we're going to go ahead and get started on trying to clear out some of these crafting survey maps. They can be very beneficial in that you can get a lot of materials from a very small area, and you could spend the whole night trying to get together what you can get in about just a few minutes. Of course, the hard part is always going to be trying to find the location of where these things are located. And I've got myself in more trouble trying just to find them than you will ever know. I mean, I go through, I will even look them up just to try and reduce the amount of time that's spent doing this, and I still end up messing up. So, go ahead and mine that real quick. And alright, we need to get up over this Rocky Mountain hill thingy. Ooh, pretty. So, I'm not sure if we can. So, wow, just completely going in the wrong direction here. We're going to want to go this way to get there. Okay. And for those who've seen some of my other streams, I just have a bad habit of just trying to go through and get all the things. But here's our seam. This was pretty easy to get to. Not too bad at all, not too shabby. So, whoops, there's another one. Okay, so if you ever actually wonder, well, how much did I actually get for trying to do this? And let's say we'll come into the inventory and come into materials. And I'd already cleared out all of the platinum. So what we see here is what we actually got platinum-wise, not the other stuff, just platinum. So we had 142 platinum dust. So that is not a bad haul for a single location. I think that actually does make it worthwhile, even if these can be kind of a pain. Okay, so we're going to come back up here to our way shrine, and we'll go to our next location in just a moment, after I kill this crab. Crab is dead. Awesome. And get the butterfly, because that's the way I roll. Just joking. Let's see, coming up here. Ooh, I heard that. That could be the sale of gold. Did something sell? Yep, things sold. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yay, stuff selling. Alright, around the bend. Checking to make sure there's nothing around. That's a good sign. Okay, so we go into our inventory. We're going to look at the location of our next thing. Let's see. This one's craftwood. It's down in the corner. Okay. So let's get an approximate location. Zooming out. Going down to craftwood. So, okay. So we're going to come down here, and I don't remember exactly. I thought it was around like down here or something. I don't know. Like maybe my memory is not working very well at the moment, so please excuse me. Should be around here, I think. Yep. Down. Alright, let's say there. But we know we're going to get coming here, so let's go ahead and go to that way shrine. Okay. Okay, here we go. And I want to actually see what happens to be at the skill trader. It probably is nothing, but we'll go ahead and take a look just because we can. And we're here, and why not? Because we're here. That's why they're here, right? Yes. Okay, so deleting out some of the crazy things I've searched for in the past. Alright, so let's see, do they even have anything? Let's start there. Okay. They have stuff, no big mysteries there. Okay, so we got a sword, 3,000. So I also kind of look in here and try and find things I can sell. So that's oftentimes helpful. So like silken ring swords, that actually could be worth reselling. So I will actually buy that for the resale. Looks like someone's got a lot of regatta stuff. Blood Forge. Just don't remember what the exact value, but this looks like might conceivably be able to make some ISK just with the stuff here. It's not even my stuff. It's a whole, buying and selling and getting good prices on things. So I'm seeing a lot of people who are going through, and there's a lot more of the Silver Dawn items and a lot more of the Huntsman. I'm not really sure how and why, but I am seeing a lot of it. So I'm going to look up Fang Layer. I still have that one piece I'm trying to get. Get my glow globe. Okay, and I'm going to look up just treasures because sometimes these can sell for good gold, but I don't see anything amazing here. So there are some cool things, and I will at least resell that one and try and make a little bit off of it. Let's see. Again, let me go back into reference my map to get the good location. And coming down into Grotwood. Okay. There it is. So it's about right. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So let's say like about right in here. That's just a guess. And if I can't find it fairly easily, like within the first half hour, actually probably less than that, just because I want to try and get through these tonight, I will go through and look it up real quick and try and get some insights. Because it really, at this point, isn't going to do me any good just to be wandering around looking for something that I may not find the way I need it to. So, because if I wanted to just try and pick up some things haphazardly, I would probably go over to one of the event areas. Because the stuff that you're getting out of there right now is very good. But probably today or tomorrow I'm going to have to go through and find either run some more of the quests that are available to get some skill points, or go out and try and run through and find the rest of the sky sharks that are available to me right now. And that will help with like my stamina management and, you know, the small little things like that. They can make all the difference whenever you have a weapon ability. So that's my plan. Whoops. Die, sucker. Okay, I think that's the most of it. There we go. There we go. And let's see. So I want to go back up here to the way shrine after I kill the crazy whatever. Nope, it doesn't exist. That's just a delayed sound. And again, that's some of the crazy that's been happening after they did the update to elsewhere. Sometimes we are getting very delayed sounds. So it used to be that the sounds were actually very easy to pair with whatever you were doing, and now it's not so much the case. So, okay. Coming up here. And let's see. So where are we going to go next? So we look at the slottable items. And, okay. So there's Cold Harbor 2. So that's up there. That one's always weird to get to. So we're just going to go to Vordenfell. And it's down at the bottom there. Okay. So let's see if I can find it whenever I actually get a track. Coming out here. There's Vordenfell. So it's probably going to be here. So I'm going to say it's probably there, and I will try and line it up as soon as I can and see if it's any better. Not sure, but we'll find out. Okay. Ooh, something just went off. Maybe something else sold. Nope, that was the purchase I made. I should have realized that. Oh well, alright. So, I'm going to come into inventory here and... Nope, wrong thing. Let's see, settable items. So it's going to be a woodworking survey. And trying to see where we're at. So there's that bump, there's an island, so it's like across from the island. Okay. So... Look at that map again, real quick. And so I don't know what that line is from. There's the bumpity bump. So it looks like it's on the seashore. At this point, I'm almost going to say like almost right. It's always hard to get to line up just right, but it's very important because it makes it a lot easier whenever you're actually out there trying to look for stuff. Because it is the guiding dot to find what you're looking for. So it's also probably easier that it's nighttime out right now. It's one of the reasons like when there's not a special event and I'm just going out and looking for crafting materials, I like to go to Runesphere just because it tends to be dark and I can easily see the glow of the mats. So the mats glow because I've put skill points into allowing for that. So don't think that it's just going to do it for everyone automatically. It doesn't work that way. So, and we have to take a rubbing, and it has to do with a separate, like, ongoing quest thing. So, nerd root. So coming out to see what we can find. And so it's like sometimes, you know, if I'm out here looking for these, I'll just take a little time to wander around and see what's there. But it's really not worth the time at the moment, like I said, especially with the event going on. We are all better off just to go through, grab our stuff, and get. Okay, coming out this way. So, I have not explored as much of the Vordenfeld area as others. So, there's still like sky shards out here and stuff that I have not picked up. Oh, I hear something. It sounds like a thieves' trove. I think I can hear it hum. I can hear it. It's very loud up here. It is all the way up there. I don't even know if I can get up there to try and... This is actually almost funny. Can I do it? Can I make it? Yes, I can. Wow, cool. So, normally this is the first time I've actually gotten one of the, whatchamacallit, the motifs that you can get out here in Vordenfell. I've spent hours upon hours going through pickpocketing and everything, and nada. So that was just kind of like really cool. I'm very happy with that. So actually extremely happy with that. I mean, unfortunately, I've already gone through and purchased and learned all of the craft motifs myself, but you know, the fact that I at least got one That's kind of awesome. I mean, I can always sell it. Just say I did it. It's kind of cool. So, I'm supposed to be going that way, but I'm curious as to what this is. So, this is part of that exploration where I sometimes get sidetracked. So, at least I can get it on my map. That is my thought. So, I'm going to go discover this thing, get it on my map, and then go back to what we were doing. There you go. And we're almost there. So, it's the Vaz whatever mine. Vasir did not. And it's not giving my exploration. There we go. Now I got it. Of course I'm in it now. Yep. There you go. And I hear another one of the thieves' troves thingies. So maybe we'll be ever so lucky again. Doubt it, but okay, so picking that up. It's gonna be Lurkin's Tears, yep. There's the thingy. Okay. Yay. Okay, so let's see, let's go back out here. I mean, this is another thing for another time. I am sure that there is probably... Ooh, book. Yeah, never knew when these things actually were supposed to be close range. It's one of the failings of a game. I mean, it's supposed to be a long distance weapon. It just doesn't work that way. The fact that I can stand on top of somebody and shoot them is just devoid of reality. Kinda. Oops, I keep hearing something. I guess not. It reminds me of like plucking butterflies out of the air. It makes perfect sense. Because everybody can do it. Right? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's just not gonna let me go that way. Okay. That's one of those weird things too, is you learn a certain way of doing things and then you find out that if the game doesn't want you doing it, guess what? You don't do it. They're like, none shall pass, you know? Oh, let's see. I need to get another drink of water real quick. There we go. So I need to sit back, relax, and let's do this. So I know you probably know me very well, but I have not been feeling the best lately. So I'm just kind of trying to relax and chill out and feel better, honestly. Probably the reason why I'm not sleeping right now. I should be sleeping. I really should be. What if I can get comfy? Oh, that's not it. Right. get some good gaming going, and I will actually start to feel better. Okay. So back we go looking for this wood pile. Whoops, I'm talking to myself, and I don't know if you guys could have heard me very well. I forgot to put my microphone back up. Anyway. No one probably listens to this stuff anyway, or watches it, but oh well. I guess it's just about having fun, and I am doing that. But it would be honestly nice to talk to some other gamers, or just people in general. Let's see, coming up. Oh my goodness. This is going to be one of those nights where I can't find anything. Ooh, there it is. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. You can see, like, it'll be like plush or pristine or lush or, you know, there's these names that they give them. And that means that these are the special piles. Okay, so let's see. I need to get back here, I guess. And it's going to be on to Cold Harbor. Oops. And up. So I've actually gone up crazy rocky type places like this where it's like grassy rock, straight up cliffs, and in real life. And sometimes it does look that daunting, but just like in ESO, there's usually still a way out. And it's not as bad as it actually looks. Walking through the swamp. Yep. Okay. So let's try and figure out where we are going next, because that's always an important thing. Alright, that's not what I mean. Okay. So let's see. Social mail. Oh yeah, that was that thing. I've got to solve that too. Okay. I don't think I think I've already read that one. Pretty sure of it, at least. Huh. Oh, I guess I hadn't read it. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. So how it got there, I don't know. Alright. So, again, inventory. Slaughtables. And Cold Harbor 2, which is all the way up there in some crazy location. Those are 2 lava pits and up there. Okay. All the way out to go to Cold Harbor. Yep, that's Cold Harbor. Okay. Let's look at this again. Okay, just south of 2 lakes. So it kind of looks like this. So I'm going to actually take the time to look this one up. I normally don't. But again, I just want to save some time. And I remember this one being kind of hard to find. So I've had this one before. This is the woodworker survey too. I'm looking at an online map, which actually is a little bit more detailed than some of the maps that you see there. Because you really, what did they give you to go on? Because you really can't get the detail on them, which is kind of a pain. So, okay. Beep. I'm dropping my phone. No, no, no. Okay. Alright. So, yeah, this is a complex, and I guess it's kind of like, let's say, here-ish? Maybe closer to here. There we go. Okay, so let's try going, oops, come here. Here, and let's see if this will take me to where I need to be. Okay, we have landed. So I want to go back out this way and try to get to where our dot is so we can navigate. That's the little diamond that's up at the top. So I can kind of see the direction that we need to go into and head us that way. Remember, it is a woodworker survey, so just like the last one, you should be able to see lots of wooden logs whenever we eventually get there. So, like, I actually enjoy killing the Dremora and Daedra. I find that they're a little bit more fun to kill. I don't know why. Maybe it's the noises they make. I don't like the clan fears because I don't like them whenever they knock me over. I find it annoying. See, that's annoying. So I don't like that as much. Of course, this is not exactly what we're looking for, but it is crafting mats. So I'm going to go ahead and pull them up and get them as we go. Again, the blue dot seems to be this way, so heading up and trying to see if we can figure it out. Looking at the map to verify. Okay, it looks like, yep, we need to head kind of south, but there's this big ravine, so I'm not really exactly sure. Because, yeah, we don't want to be down there. So heading this way and seeing if there's anything that I can see that would give me an indication of where I need to go. Heading further down. There we go. So we're going to come over here first, and we're going to get that. And then we're heading over and we will chop up all these logs real quick, and that will give us what we need. And that sound you hear in the back are the netches. That's all. So giving a final look around. I believe that we got everything. We did. There's an extra. Let's see. There's the orchard. And I guess we could just go back to this one. I wasn't particularly enthused about that one, which is why I was looking to see if there's something else that might be about the same to get to. But, you know, hey, whatever. Let's see if we can kill this. There we go, it's just a petty net. Okay. So even if you block, things still tend to get you. There we go. Well, I already made peace with these vampires, so not supposed to be killing them, but you know, hey. Didn't realize that's where I was at. Oh wells. Well, the next time it loads in, they'll all forget anyway. Okay. Heading back into the Reaver Citadel and getting ready to go to our next destination. Nope, I can't kill him. As much as I try. Okay. And I am actually starting to get sleepy, so I'm going to take us up to where we need to be. Where do we need to be? South of here. Because I went too far. I told you I'm getting tired. And coming down here. Is this it? Yeah. It's a crazy way shrine that doesn't glow like the others. Okay. Back to Ricola. There we go. So, one step at a time. Sorry for all that sounds of me moving around, because I'm just laying back and chilling out right now, because that's what I need to do. I'm going to go ahead and steal this. Don't look at me. No, do not look at me. No lookies. No. That works. Seriously. There we go. Yep. Fling and poo. It's a thing to do.
You can trust this one implicit.
Really? Don't believe it. Why would I trust a cat? Just going through, clean stuff out real quick. I know there's other stuff that I need to go through, but just getting the basic stuff done right now. So let's see what our status is. Guild star. Okay. So I'm gonna check the price of the silken ring thingy. So 8 and 9. 8 and 10. Wow, really? So I might wait till the morning to sell the other stuff. Might make more sense. So let's see. Come here. Materials. And also, truthfully, I will have rest today as I am getting very tired right now. And I want to be able to think clearly and make sure I'm doing this right and not make a mistake. So, because I do silly things when I get tired. I really do. It's funny how I go from being fully alert to like, oh my goodness. Let's see. Okay, so this isn't a bit, honestly, that's a little bit bad. Alright. There we go. So I'm gonna run out here real quick. Again, just finishing up before bed, so I'm gonna take this and break down some jewelry, little simple things like that. And then I need to also make sure I launder the Lalu stuff, the motif, to get that ready. So let's see. We're gonna, deconstruct. Platinum ring. There we go. Okay, there's nothing else. So see refining. Anything interesting? not so much, so we're going to do the platinum dust refining. Getting ready to do that. Come on, chromium grains. And we didn't get any chromium grains. That sucks. Okay, so let's see. Refining some of these other things into actual solid pieces that I can actually use. There we go. Anything we can break down, extract. Okay. I'll go ahead and do it just because I want to get it done. But even with the one, that's still, if you think about it as 1 in every 200, it's not bad. Okay, coming up to the wood. Okay, we have 250. Let me break that down real quick. So for rosin, that's actually really, really good. So can't complain there. Most definitely cannot
For all
complain
of
at all.
these crimes, this one sentences him to the stocks and the
So,
substances for repentance.
oops. Alright. Yeah, definitely getting sleepy at this point. Okay. I said just need to go in and launder that stuff real quick. Shouldn't take long at all. Let's see, something just came in. That's interesting. So maybe we can sell something in just a moment.
You won't get.
Okay, so let's see, before we mess something up, let's launder that and launder that. Okay, so it's going to take our large shipment out, and we do that. Where is it at? Remove that stuff. Okay, come here.
I tried to.
And let's see, sell, sell, sell. There we go. Awesome. Oh, and let's find out what happened here. Purchased. So these are all just the people that I spent skill points, so they send me stuff every day. So there we go. try and sit up for a second. Oh yeah. There we go. Much better. Okay. Going back up here. Blah blah. Yeah, I don't know what that noise was either. Okay, less credit. No lying, no waiting.
You can try.
So it says that we have reached our limit, so we're going to withdraw this real quick. Go 1, 2, 3 is too much. 1, 2, 3 is too much. 1, 2, you're good. One, two, and then we're good. Okay.
You
So,
can trust this one implicitly. Or if you do not trust her, trust the guards.
okay.
You can trust this
Uh,
one implicitly. Or if you
we need deposit now. So let's see. Anything that's overflow, we'll go in here. So like that. That. Looks like the blue thingy will go back into my main bank. Whoops. Yep, like I said, it's the price of being tired. So we're looking for a blue thingy. It's not a recipe. So I can pull it out. It's got an itch. There we go. Okay. Sorry for the little noise interruptions there. Okay, take out the iridium. There we go. Alright. We're going to deposit the 200 set. Deposit the extra health. Health potions. Excuse me. I am so sorry. Excuse me. And deposit there. Alright, coming into the
you
make
can
bank.
trust this one.
That's what we deposit. Yep, that's how we do it. Okay, come on.
You
Alright,
can trust this.
so in the guild bank, we want to make sure that we get those motifs in. Because we are not able to sell them tonight, so we want to make sure that we put them someplace safe. There we go. Done and done. Okay, very good. So,
You saved the main at Drilladon Pass. This one's friend was among the soldiers there.
we're gonna go back into our merchant and try and solve some of this extra stuff here that we just don't need right now, or ever, really. Okay, we have some gold materials that we can worry about as soon as we have a little bit extra room. That'll be awesome. Oops, forgot to deposit my poisons. We'll have to fix that. I can do that as soon as we're done. Selling shield. Stacking items. There we go. Very good. Selling belt. Okay, high elf, so we can get rid of that. Okay, putting the merchant away.
Can I help you?
Going back to bank.
You can trust it.
Scrolling back up to the top, and let's get rid of those little piles of bugs there. There we go. Our bait. Oops, so depositing poison. I thought we had bait, but maybe we already deposited that. I said I'm tired, not thinking straight, so whoops. Oopsie, you know? Okay, social. Oops. Nope. I was going to need to get a journal quest. That makes so much more sense. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, and I want to check in with my lore library real quick too before I go to bed. So the Drumbothra needs to be finished out. Bang. Huntsman's gonna be expensive. Minotaur I just can't find. I literally just can't find that one. So the Citric one I need to finish. So at this point it's like just trying to find and purchase the stuff I don't have.
This one has many accounts.
So we have 87,000. I'm gonna have to pay for my. I have like guild fees and stuff, and I will worry about that tomorrow. Um, that's like an important. Oh my goodness, must do. So that's another thing is I have all of this glow globe stuff, and that will open up some more room as soon as I finish. So I'm not sure which ones I don't have yet. That's what I'm looking at. There's two that I'm missing. Animus is not it. Glow dust is it. Got ancient text. Conjectural writings I don't have. Updated instructionals I do have. So it's the conjectural writings and something else. Don't know what that something else is. So now I'm just looking through the motifs to see if there's anything real quick before I go to bed that might be laying out there that I have not read yet. And again, I always try and check my own guilds first. It's just kind of like the polite thing to do, especially if like the price is the same. I will always buy it from my own guild before I buy it from some other guild. So this Pandonian thing is going to be probably something that I'm going to need to keep on top of. Yep, that's going to be kind of a pain. So there wasn't a lot for me to choose from there, honestly. Um, I'm gonna have to just go shopping, and that may be something that I will go through and try and stream out. Just going around and shopping at all the different ones and trying to figure out what is available. Um, and checking to see if there's anything else I can sell. Oops, I was looking for stuff to sell again. Okay, there we go. I think it's like all done, so not much I can do there. Come outside real quick. Oops. So like this one's usually a pretty good one.
Anything I can do?
I mean, I'd be lying to say I didn't have my favorites, even though this isn't a guild I belong to. I still understand, you know, what they're doing and what they're committed to, so that always helps. I mean, you just saw the price of bows over there. That's ridiculous.
I've got one.
So I'll see if they have. Nope, they don't have anything. Frustrating. Wow, really? We'll sell that. So like the outlaw stuff I know will sell. I mean, right now it's might have kind of a lot of stuff that's getting in the way, but that's extremely temporary.
How can I?
So something tells me that after I get the immediate stuff done, the Silver Dawn stuff is probably in my not too distant future. Just too much of it. Let's see. Boots. Just not thrilled about the Pandorian set. So I guess that's a lot of it, honestly, is it's just not doing anything for me. I mean, I know I need it, just not really. There's just so much more I could have done. Okay, 134. Not terrible. So, while we're coming here, I'm going to make one more stop for this evening. We've completed all of the crafting survey maps, but on a personal search, I am still looking for some of the motifs, and I'm going to have to just go through everywhere tomorrow, and that's okay. We can do that. It's just kind of one of those tedious things where you're always waiting for load screens and going through and it's kind of taxing on the eyes. So um, we can try that after all the daily stuff is run. Maybe alternate between dungeons and shopping. That might not be a bad idea. So, or I also have some master writs that I need to get done. So I've been kind of like putting them off. I'm terrible about that. So, but we need to clear some room out, and that's a wonderful way to do it. And so, yeah. So coming down here real quick, and
Now, as I'm sure you've all noticed,
oops.
the Elden Tree is impressively tall. Equally impressive is that King Comoran Aradon's grown
I'll go ahead and
nicely
take that
across
down.
branches of the tree.
Some of the stuff that whenever it's ridiculous cheap, it's like, what are these people thinking? I mean, I understand that they might just want to get rid of it, but
Hello there.
sometimes you have to ask, like, why bother just delete it? It's easier. Spend the time selling things that are more worthwhile. I mean, if it's not at least 1,000 gold, it's just not worth listing in your guild trader. It's really not. Now, honestly, I could really understand if you have a guild store as opposed to a guild trader, which is 100% in-house. Then I could understand listing things that are of less value, absolutely, because I tend to do that myself. But it's you only have so much time and exposure in the guild traders, so you really want to get the most gold for the items that you list. So it takes time to list them. It takes time to go through, which is why I don't think that it's really advantageous to list a bunch of low value items.
Speak.
So, and if they're that valuable, then we need to work on going through and increasing their worth. It's that simple. It's like this regatta. Okay, case in point. Okay, so I see this and it's 2,500. I know I can at least go through and sell that for 5,000. So that's a fairly decent amount of markup on it. You know, as opposed to something that's like 50 gold. It's like seriously. I mean, the other motif was 800. What was it, 834? I think that's what it says. I'm not sure. And you have to really think about what you're getting and everything else. I mean, sure, it's gonna sell quick, but hopefully. Of course, sometimes I've seen things not sell quick, which is kind of amazing too, and kind of terrible at the same time. Okay, so really, I know what we're looking for, and I guess that's what we need to do. We need to do
Hello there.
targeted searches. Oops, not what I meant to do. Where's the search all the things? That's not search all the things. There we go, that's search all the things. So, Dremora Maces. Again, so like the Dremora Maces, honestly, not a real good example of, you should be selling them for at least 3,000. I mean, if you're gonna lowball, 3,000 is a real good lowball on that. These things take everybody a lot of time and effort to put into it. So, I mean, there's giving away for friends and people you know, but you undercut everybody whenever you lower your prices too much. Let's see. See, Hollow Jack, yeah, that's a little cheap, but you know, it's still not bad. Thieves Guild, you gotta be crazy with that because, you know, yes, they're cheap, but like I pointed out previously, those prices are gonna go up. And it's one thing that they're really reasonable right now, but that's a limited time thing. I mean, they do these events and then a few weeks later they're right back up again. So at this point, I'm just looking at ridiculously cheap motifs.
I've got just
And that may be something I may have to do. So, okay. So there's no Sujic there. We'll look through the others in just a moment. Coming up here. Nada. Okay, so Dromothar. Was it? Dromothra. Never gonna remember how to say that correctly. So things do not look good for a hero. Okay, so daggers. Let's see, do I have the prices written down of... I was keeping track of this, so... Okay. So I think daggers at the 19, which is really just 20, it's not like a terrible... I've seen daggers for a lot more. And that seems like it might actually be reasonable. Okay. Yeah, Worm Cold is not hard to find. I mean, it's around. You just gotta find the right set of stores. I think that's a lot of it. Let's see what else we can find. So it's one of those things where I'm tired and I really want to just lay down and go to sleep, but I keep thinking of like, oh, but what if it's over here, that sort of thing.
A trunk has 3 landings within it. The topmost one takes
So-
you to the king's throne. The climb is worth it, I assure you.
It's one of the places that sometimes has good things. Could be the Sentinel area. There's a few different places. I mean, really, the truth is that we just need to go through it, or I need to go through it systematically. But I always try to outthink the process, and it never works out well. Never, ever. Just not sure where to go
Now, as
to.
I'm sure you've all noticed, the Elden Tree is impressively tall. Equally impressive is that King Cormoran Aradon's throne lies in the tallest branches of the tree.
Excuse me, is it really at the top? If so, how would one get up?
Hmm. So just getting ready to come in here and see what else we can find. One never knows, of course. So the best thing we can do is just kind of see. And then I probably should really go to sleep. I'm so bad about putting these things off. Okay, here we go. And there's my thingy coming in. Here we go. Like I said, the Thieves Guild was just to have it on hand. Let's see. Inventory supplies. We're going to read the ones that are good, which is this one. Add another one in, which is kind of awesome. Okay, here we go. Worm Drow. Let's see, Sijic. So we say Sijic, but there's only one that really needs to be looked for, and that's the staves. So we might as well take it and just erase the actual Sijic. There we go.
Your money is my business.
Greetings.
Wow, 539. That's like ridiculous. So like even if you sell it for just a little bit, you know, you're still like making ridiculous amounts of. You understand what I'm saying? I'm getting tired. Sorry. Worm. Okay. Okay, let's see. Nothing in Worm, nothing in Drow. Yeah, you can tell by the way it looks it up before it even gets there. Sijic, Fang, Minotaur.
Greeting.
Tempting actually, but I don't have the gold at the moment. So I actually really kind of like buying from them. I like the fishy sticks of agility. So I'm actually going to search this one a little bit more thoroughly than I probably normally would. Ooh, Militant Ordinator. Just not allowed to buy that right now. Like I said, it's kind of like the first things first type of thing. But they've got some good prices, so once I get my immediate goals accomplished, I will want to come in and see what they have. So tomorrow I'm going to actually get a systematic list, and we're going to go through, and we're going to actually search all the things, hopefully, if everything goes well. I shouldn't make promises because I really don't know what's going to happen. But that is the plan, as it were, to actually try and get this going. See how it happens. Let's see. Bender Reaper's Marsh. Let's see. Malaport Tour. What is it? The Pandori Trading Post. Let's try this for a moment. Like, sometimes this works out really well, and other times it's like a complete waste of time. And one never knows how that's gonna turn out. So, yeah. Let's see how this happens. Okay, here we go. And I'm looking through to see what I can find. No guarantees, of course, of anything, because one never knows. I think I've said that 50 million times, but it's true. It's like Khajiit.
Greetings.
Yeah. One does not know. Yeah. I have a terrible Khajiit personality. Oh well. So, lately I've been seeing these, like, I guess they look like some type of, like, not real, like, fake. See, they don't have anything listed. Um, but they are these odd guild traders, and honestly, I don't understand where they're
Can I
from
help you?
or what it has to do with. So, kind of interested about that. Holy wow. Yeah. Oh, I'll just buy that just to buy that. See, this is where you get into stupid people doing silly things. So, for those who don't know or understand, the prices that are involved in what I just saw are the resale on it is kind of absurd. So, I want to make sure that I buy that just because it's worth a lot more, ridiculously so. And whoever is selling it doesn't realize that, and that's fine and good. But I will make the gold off of where they have failed. So, anyway. And that's kind of why I go through and I look at everything, even if I already have something. It's good to look at the prices and the listings just to see what's going on with it. See, this is the silly stuff that's going on. Like, oh my goodness. So, and like I said, I may have to sit on this for a little bit, admittedly. But if, like, I want to run a bunch of stuff and I don't want to have to deal with going through and do a bunch of crafting stuff, it definitely will save me. And there gets a certain point where that stuff will sell like hotcakes, like absolutely just running out the door. And yeah, so for that, it definitely is a worthwhile investment. So let's see. Bows were not on my list of things that I was missing. Interesting. I have to take a look at that in a moment. So I'll come back to the legacy traders. Just a second.
May I?
That's a silly one.
Yes.
Wow. So, let's see what else is going on here.
Can I help you? Good to see you.
Oops, that's the legacy one I went through. Pause it suddenly. Okay, so that is where I'm at. Yes, I get more tired. Sorry, hit the thingy again. My ability to go through this becomes slightly impaired. So let's see what I actually need real quick. Mail. Okay, I don't need to pick that up at the moment. So let's see, journal. So we were looking at the Dro whatever. Okay. Okay. So the ones that we need are bows, chest, helmet, staves.
Stability. His advisor's sacrifice won't be forgotten.
So since we got daggers, we're gonna replace that with the bows. Alright, so I'm almost to the point where
Can I help you?
staves may be a... Staves are like chests. Okay. So this was kind of cool. Going to Veil Guard. And let's see what we can find out over here. There we go.
I've got... 'Cause... 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 '
work out too well. Figures. Let's see. Oh, whoops, there we go. So there should be a third one. There's always a third one. But can we find it? There we go. Okay.
Finest merchandise around. Speak.
Let's see everything they have real quick. That's not a lot of stuff. Okay. All items. Huh. So that's interesting. So I don't know much about the deadly ring and the deadly necklace, but those normally go for a lot. So that's actually kind of interesting. I mean, there's not a lot here, but so I'm actually gonna look into that real quick. Looking for where I can write this down. Yeah. Let's see. And coming out here. Okay, so it didn't have what we were looking for, but it had some interesting things. Interesting enough that I'm gonna need to go look at a bank. So, I guess we got a Ricola or Rocula. There we go. It's like, that is a lot of gold to pour into things that I am not familiar with, but if they are what I think they are, then yeah, it would actually be really worth it. So it's just trying to do a little bit of background research and take the time to look into it and see what's going on while waiting for load screens. That's always the hard part. So, coming up here. And I always check my guilds because they have a really good array of things, and I find that they are a great source.
This one has many accounts to settle before the moon's right.
Oops. Okay, yep. seeing it there, which is kind of strange, especially, like I said, for my guilds.
I've got what you...
So we're here. Let's try inequality.
Anything
So, outcome is I just don't know. So, alright. Okay. Let's
This
see.
one has many accounts to settle before they move. This one has many...
Oh, sorry. Itching again. Terrible. Alright, so I'm just gonna go through, and I know a lot of these will have to be redeposited and everything, but if I can condense some of them, I think that will help. Because, like I said, we're getting up kind of in the sheer number of things that I have being stored. So, see if I can decrease some of that. Normally, once I go through and I organize stuff, it's within reason. So, it's just getting it down that point. There we go.
This one has
Squish it
many
a little bit,
accounts to
and then we
settle
go
before they move.
to, oops,
This one has many...
guild bank, and there we go. So we go back and we have to deposit everything again. Excuse me, don't know what's up with me today. Yeah, 472. That's definitely a bit higher than I normally like to keep things. Go, talk to her. She's gesticulating again. All the way down here. Yes, there's the instructions. Yep, all that stuff. Okay, and that's all I had to sell. So that's why we have to get some more stuff sold. There's no choice there. I mean, I have options, I just don't really want to get into those options. So, let's see. What's my current inventory is at 135. That is more than okay. I only have 47 on hand. That's a little lower than I normally like to have, especially with having to pay guild fees tomorrow. So, let's see here. Okay. So what I might do is also take some of my secondary characters and go through some of the recipes and just some of the things like that. I need to probably go through,
This one.
repair all, good, okay. And the other thing before I go, I keep saying that, it's been like half an hour since, or longer. Okay. So, we're going to journal, lore library. I mean, I have a few more to learn, that's for sure. But there's not a ton left. What is cold snap? I have no idea. So I'm not even sure what some of these references are to, like, why... Oh, I get it. That's for crafting books. Okay, makes sense now. Never mind. Duh. So a lot of this is just going to be going through and finding them now. Like the Minotaur one is kind of hard. The last Citric one, I mean, I've seen it before. I've actually run into it. I just was a silly girl and didn't buy it. I'm like, really? And now it's going to cause me all types of consternation, but I really was not prepared at the time, so I get that. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. Okay, so inside of our activity, we have a zone guide, and I know that I need to go through and get, for example, some of the sky shards. Most everything I've gotten, so it's just gonna take a minute to like figure out which ones I haven't. Let's see, and that's just by going bit by bit. So, so for the master list for tomorrow and tomorrow's activity, let's see, we have Clockwork City. So there's a lot of things I'm gonna have to accomplish tomorrow. This is just one of them, and let's see. Nope. And I believe I got all the Craglorn. Yep. Deshawn. Yep. So just kind of like looking and trying to figure out here. And that way I have an accurate, up-to-date list because, let's see, Gretwood. That'll be an easy one to get to. Ah, nope. Okay, Green Shade. Do I need that one yet? Yes, I have a few. But, it's an easy fix to take care of a few things that are wrong, and I can get it done. Hopefully not too, won't take me too long. I don't have the Elsewhere expansion yet, which it would be nice, but I'll get it eventually. I just don't have it right now, so I don't see it as being a big issue. It's just what I'm dealing with right now. So Rivenspire. Reminds me of Black Spire, like the new Star Trek thingy. Let's see. Got a Shadow Fen. So there's not a ton left for me to do, but they're kind of spread out, so getting a list together is probably in my best interest, so that I could just go down the line and figure out where they are. Let's see. Somerset. Oh, I still have some in Somerset. That's actually a surprise. Okay, there we go. Oh no. Whoops. Let's see, what about the Rift? Nope, got them all. Vardenfell, got them all. And I believe Rothgar, I have them all. So, just a few areas, nothing too terribly bad. And then we can come out here and I can grab like that's 1, 2, and 6. So Somerset, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 1, 2, 5. And then let's go to Stone Falls and let's see what Skyshard numbers there are there. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9. There we go. Alright, Shadowfen. And this makes it a little bit easy for me to research it. So we go 1, 2, and the first one is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and number 8. There we go. And then let's go up to Runespur. Okay, so we're missing 3 there, so go 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 and 6, 7, 8, and then 9, and that gives us our 3. So it's 5, 6, and 9. Craftwood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 2 and 5. Let's see. Green shade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 3 of them here. So green shade is going to be, let's see. Try to do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first one is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that should be it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that's it. And then Clockwork City is the last area again, because we're going in reverse order here. So I can write them down for tomorrow. And it's 1, 2, so then we go 3, 4, 5, and 6. And so those are all of our sky shards. That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. So hopefully I will be able to pick up 22 sky shards, and that then will allow me to go into my skills and upgrade my bow a bit, because you can see I'm level 46, which I think is actually not bad. I've been working on it. But there's a lot of benefit that I would get just through the passive abilities if I can go ahead and make those upgrades. So I'd really like to do that. Let's see, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'd say at least 12. And so if I have 22, that leaves me with, I think, about 10 left over, which should be enough to finish out, because I was thinking about doing sword and board, or also leveling up the two-handed. I'm not sure which, but that would definitely give me more skill points to play with there. And there's something that I could take skill points out of too if I needed to kind of pad things up. there are definitely a few items that I don't really have an interest in. Like, so with the Sigil Order, I did this whole borrowed time thing, and I was playing around with it, and then I found out that I absolutely hated it. So having the See the Unseen works, but I don't need anything else other than that. But there we go, and I'm gonna go ahead and I will log in for tomorrow, and we will go through the sky shards and that portion of it. Okay, come into this. There we go, and goodbye.